Hey everyone, this is Tim, your instructor. I'm just giving you the recorded overview of Module 4. As you can see here, Module 4 is centering around collaboration within education context, but most of these collaboration discussions and things that we'll do in this apply beyond the education environment. So as you can see, I'm recording the overview right now, the screencast, so that will go right here. Um, and then, so after completing this, ideally, these two here are the objectives. So you'll be able to apply strategies to work in professional teams um, or in a professional team to support student success. Then you'll also create an interactive learning opportunity for building and maintaining collaborative relationships with families, because collaborating not just within your coworkers or colleagues, but also with families is really important in early childhood education settings and special education settings more broadly. Um, there's two assignments. Both of these assignments, one of the assignments actually is an extension. It's the signature assignment. But the first one here is the online participation assignment for Module 4. This is a work style survey and reflection. So you'll be taking a survey, you and a colleague or a friend will take a survey, and then you'll both reflect upon that. I'll talk about that more in a second. And then the second one is part 2 of the signature assignment. Yeah, and I'll explain more about this too, but it's the presentation side, and the narration and presentation for the signature assignment. Um, so on this next page, I have a list of readings that you should do, and this will help prep you for the participation assignment. All of the readings are about effective teamwork, what it means to work effectively in a team, and some important things to think about. Just really briefly, this first one is about this first reading is it's about how personality types play into effective teamwork. It's really interesting. It's not education specific, but it can be applied in a lot of contexts, so it would be pretty useful for all of you, regardless of whether you're going into education. The second one is about conflict and conflict resolution. It's a big kind of overview of ways to think about and address conflict, both when as teachers or as adults working with children, but also with adults to adults. So as we work with colleagues, we inevitably encounter conflict, and being able to successfully resolve that conflict is important. So think about this for children, because lots of conflict arises when you're working with kids. But also think about it for yourself. These are important skills that we as an adult can develop too. Then the final two articles are about working with paraprofessionals or instructional assistants, and then also integrating services. So the various types of services that kids with early intervention plans or in special education might have. There's lots of different people kind of surrounding kids, and it's important that all these people kind of work together as a cohesive, like unified team. So that's kind of what that article discusses and shares some best practices. This is the first of the two assignments for this lesson or module. In this assignment, you'll be taking a what is called the 16 personalities survey, and then you'll reflect and you'll reflect on your responses, because it gives you a big kind of summary of um, um, like basically what type of personality you are, what types of strengths you have, and what type of coworker, collaborator you might be, and what really works well for you. You'll reflect on that, but you'll also have a colleague, your friend, a peer, someone else, take the survey as well, and you'll both compare your survey responses, and then basically respond to these questions down here to develop something of a plan, or reflect upon like what type of collaboration would be helpful between you two, having both taken the survey and inevitably coming out as different types of collaborators or different personalities. But even if you didn't come out with a different personality, you'd be able to say like we both have strengths here, we have weaknesses here, and to effectively collaborate, we'll have to build on our strengths, provide some kind of scaffolding or support for our weaknesses, or be able to reflect and be attentive to things that we might struggle with. But this sort of gives you a really direct questions to respond to in the reflection. And then the reflection should be 2 pages, double-spaced, APA, stuff like that. But I want to make sure everyone's attending to the rubric here. When I'm grading, I'm looking directly at this rubric, and if you're hitting all the spots in the rubric, you're getting all the points. So make sure you're reading this. This is exactly what I read when I'm reviewing your papers. So be sure to keep that in mind when you're writing. And then the last, or the second assignment, final part of this module, is the signature assignment. This is the presentation. So this is the group project. You as a group will collectively create a presentation, PowerPoint, or some sort of slide presentation. You'll narrate, you'll include a narrated aspect to that presentation, so you'll actually can do the presentation, and then you'll submit that. So you could probably submit them both as like a single file or document in some way, but if you want to record separately and submit PowerPoint plus the audio recording, that's fine. I'll leave that up to you to figure out what works best. But I should be able to pull up a PowerPoint and the audio to both of those and be able to hear you all present the presentation. But also, as part of this assignment, and maybe more importantly, that you should present this to fellow community members, or colleagues, families, because in the final part of the signature assignment, you'll have to get feedback from an audience on this presentation. So anyways, at this stage, you'll just really want it to foreground the presentation aspect and the narration. So here's a series of prompts that you'll want to attend to. Be sure to follow these carefully. Down here are some interactive pieces that you'll want to incorporate into your presentation. This is links to like Google Forms, which you can use for a survey, which you'll build out in the final part of the signature assignment. But really, all of this I wanted to show you is the rubric. So you can see the rubric directly underneath the assignment. And I went through and kind of curtailed this rubric for exactly what I'm going to read and respond to when I'm looking at your presentation. So as a group, be sure to attend to this and know that you're meeting each aspect of the rubric to get the grade, the specific area of the grade that you want. Also know that if you want to get some feedback beforehand, I'm happy to do that. You got to share your presentation, your things with me before, like about a week before. Then I can guarantee I can get you feedback beforehand. Anyways, that's it. Let me know if you have any questions, and good luck.